What's up guys, Cloudie here checking in from the America server, and this is going to be a quick video about the current challenge boss Thorpe, the ice giant or frost giant, whatever, frost. So being a frost giant, it means frost giant mask work on him, and I really recommend it because it does deal a lot of damage to your entire raid, so having it on your DPS and your characters, it's really helpful. Let's see his skills. In advance, I'm gonna say that he's really mean to melee players, and you don't want to be using any melee DPS here because he's just gonna wreck them. Sadly, you will be forced to run a ranged one. So let's see what skills he uses. Ice Shockwave leaps up, dealing damage and dispelling everyone in front of him. Now this says frontal enemies, but what it means, everyone in front of him, and that is the entire raid. So it will dispel everyone, and then it will inflict frost. And then comes the next skill. This always comes after Ice Shockwave. Attacks twice, dealing magic damage to frontal enemies, again hitting everyone. This is like a Kamehameha attack or Hadouken, depends which generation you are from. And the last attack deals great magic damage. If the enemies are inflicted with frozen, it deals even more damage, which means that if you weren't able to dispel frost or frozen, then you will be like taking even more damage and likely die. If you are on hell mode, then this is definitely killing you. And if that wasn't enough, you will get a skill cooldown increase of 50% and you will lose 3000 mana. So definitely a bad thing to have. Now let's see. Cry of the King deals magic damage, of course, inflicts frozen. This should be only to your front line. Hit enemies attack is decreased by 50% for 20 seconds and cannot be dispelled. So if the massive damage that he deals to frontal enemies because he cleaves wasn't enough, then you also get a 50% attack decrease, making sure that you cannot use melee characters here. Sorry. Avalanche Blast. Now this is the main part that got made super easy with Xerah. This creates a shield, and so he creates a shield and leaps up, freezing all the enemies. And then while he lands, he does great magic damage, decreases attack speed, and deals a lot of damage if you are frozen. Now, of course, you have to dispel the frozen effect, and then you have to break his shield before he lands, otherwise you will be taking great damage. But since you have Xerah, she can just dispel the shield and you are instantly breaking it, and basically after that you just need to damage him. I'm not sure if Vespa really planned for this or if it was like a mistake and will get fixed, but right now you can run it like that. Xerah just makes the fight so much easier, especially if you take her S3 light as well, because that will help a lot with cleansing the frozen effects. Now, he has a passive effect, Bitter Frost. It means he's immune to all attack speed effects, and his weapons ignore block, so your tank will not be able to block his hits, meaning he takes a lot more damage. So you can see that how that works. And Frost King Awakening, which means that after every 5 skills that he uses, he will be using Avalanche Blast, which is his shield attack, so you can expect it every 5 skills. Now I'm gonna switch over to our kill run and do some commentary there. This is done with a very well equipped Advancement 1 phase Lowman, who can do essentially the cleansing alone, but I'm helping out with my Xerah just a little bit to make it easier. And the player behind the Lowman is really good, so if you can get a Lowman player like that, then this fight becomes super easy, and then you just need to worry about the DPS. But let's switch over and see how that run goes, and you will get some commentary there. So this is the run itself. As you can see, I'm bringing May and Xerah. We have Lowman Esker, we have Annette, we have Oddi, and we have Lovril. Now said, the Lowman player is really good. She takes care of pretty much all the mechanics of this boss. Only need Xerah really for the shield removal, but as a safety mechanic I'm getting every second frozen effect with the S3 light skill. So this way Lowman could be doing it, but sometimes the cooldown is not up yet, so this is playing it safe. Also this way we take less damage, so casting S3, healing up, and then getting ready for the avalanche attack soon, which is coming now. Xerah is dispelling the shield, and now we are just going to town on DPS. Look at that Esker going 15, 22, and soon hitting like 40 million damage. So this is the time we do damage. Again, a freeze. Lowman catches it with the shield. Then we do a little bit of healing just to get topped off. and hopefully by the next one comes we will have Xerah S3 again. Basically this is the whole fight really. It's fairly fast, fairly simple. All you really need to do is not get frozen. If you have a single, yeah, the cooldown wasn't up here yet, but if you have at least one or two cleansers, then it can be done. Loman is really good with his lower cooldown perk, but probably he's the best tank to use here because the shield also protects from damage. Even though we are using a magic team, we are still using Loman because he's just that useful. And Xerah really makes this simple. The dispelling the shield just makes the whole fight so much easier. You do not need to break through the shield. You can just dispel it and you get a lot more DPS in, and there is no chance of wiping to that massive damage if you fail the attack. So this just makes it super easy. We are getting ready for another avalanche. This should be it. You can see Loman's soul weapon going off too, but I'm also casting S3. That helps everyone with the damage boost. And then Esker is going to Tan again. Considering this is a 3-star Xerah, she's also doing pretty well. Like, used to hit like 9 to 10 mil. And that's the run really. So hope you guys enjoyed and it was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below. Cloudie out for now. See you in the next one. Bye bye.